Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff right there to start from the 25. So Kentucky's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving corps that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose this secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Snap of this playoff game. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. To the air. It's Gilliam. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll give it to the back. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
He's running out of time here. Extending the play now.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Tight end makes the grab. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Blue Devils offense heads back out onto the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Blue Devils will have to kick it away on a punt out for the first time today. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Breaks an open space. Got the first down and still motoring. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in to keep it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen. And that's now going to bring up fourth down. Pass incomplete. Here comes the punt team. And the fair catch is made, but hold on. There's a flag down. They have to kick this again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So first and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick throw. The catch is made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's picked off in the end zone. It goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. Back to pass. It's Gilliam. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. What a catch and run by the junior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it second and medium. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback play for him.
And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. First down loss sets up second and long on the 11. Off play action. He's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face third and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Running out of time in the pocket. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense, being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Caught by the receiver. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Bringing pressure. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Scanning the field, it's Gilliam. That ball snagged for a completion. Breaking tackles and going. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Grab down the middle. It's Morrison. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his target.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Off target and incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. 2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback still with the football. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to scramble. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pocket breaking down. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down, and now a 4th down decision coming up. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage seat brings down the returner. So it's 1st down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level.
And they'll kick it off to begin the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Catch made in space. Look out. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To the air, it's Gilliam. Looks left and finds his target there. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They try to sneak it for the 1st. And the Blue Devils moving quickly down the field here. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
First and goal, handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Touchdown, Duke, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's an out route. The catch made. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
How about that, Chris? 4th down and 1. You're expecting carnage at the line of scrimmage with a bunch of bodies, and instead, this back's able to bust through there and pick up huge yards.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
He's going to pull it down and run. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the ball rolls dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And a handoff as they run the counter play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Back to pass. It's Gilliam. Looking right. This one caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Come to the line. Let's set a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. 3rd down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice 3rd down conversion on the program.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they hand it off to the back. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Well, Kurt, Kentucky has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. And down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. With some space around the 30. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up fourth and short. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. The Blue Devils will send the punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This group was coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this route? Looks to the left, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Leaning on the run game here. He's got the first and still going. To get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Back in motion now. On first down, it's play action. The receiver makes the catch. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
The pass rush closing in. He's got it in the open. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Handoff to the right side. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on third and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires. Now they get a tough decision here on fourth down.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass caught.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for a late, deep throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who will be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Trojans will get the first crack on offense today. So here we are at the semifinal stage. The final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks free in the clear. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And the Trojans looking to keep this drive rolling. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play. One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. As they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
QB decides to keep it here. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
But that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk.
A deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Handoff from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. We'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they look to the right. The defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Silva. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And the Trojans pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
He finds some space. And here he goes. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the Trojans line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Here's the point after attempt.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
USC 14, Kentucky 0.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
14, Kentucky 0.
Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Throwing off play action. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
The ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
To bootleg here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Caught! He's wide open! Look out! And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game. Offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, USC. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
Kentucky 0.
He comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Morrison. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Snags the quick throw. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd down here. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. He'll hand it off. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get the 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll run it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. He's running out of time here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Touchdown, Kentucky! A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
USC 21, Kentucky.
Turner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Morrison. They keep the drive going. It's a first down of the 46.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in first and 10. Quick throw caught over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made to the sidelines. Short gain, but enough to make the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it again. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this. As a coordinator, it's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
He makes the grab.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The shotgun running play call. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just at 3 inches short of the first down marker.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Look out, whole different game now. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back, is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the second down play. A play action, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Tough to shovel the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. The Trojans pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. The linebacker shifting around now. They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Press coverage now from these DBs. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So now on comes the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Really excellent possession last time. We mixed the run, the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out. It is a crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. It's a quarterback keeper. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Morrison. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
He'll try a pass here. Finds his man. It's Morrison. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's caught off the deflection. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. It'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Breaks free. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Chewing clock with the running game. Fighting off the defender. They've got him behind the line. Great penetration by the defense. They finally get him down for a loss. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Tailback with another carry. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He'll field the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Contact as he threw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete. The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Catch made over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on 1st down now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Pressure is coming. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Gets rid of it on the move. Grabbed by the receiver.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Then the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Then the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. The Trojans will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the PI call, defending the fade in the end zone, will move the ball closer now for the offense. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Kentucky. And 6 more points to the total.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or do you roll the dice and go for 2 and potentially win the game?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the ball.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Now they call a run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. And don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So here comes a crucial third down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for 2. Let's see what their favorite 2-point play is. See if they can win it.
So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver grabs it. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. The offense now operating in the red zone. Off the RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So here comes a crucial third and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Looking for a receiver. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime.
Kentucky. 37, USC. 31.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
That's 2 straight plays by this defense. Really put in a tough spot here, coming out with a short field. But let's see if they can dial up a little more pressure here on third down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's a huge overtime interception. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season. This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. 2 teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, 2 teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fielded in the end zone. It's Doe. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Wolverines offense comes on the field first today. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch, but Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. You stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. You snap it, and the quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's dull. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Michigan. They draw first blood in this national title game. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. For guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. 2nd down play coming up.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch.
Football comes out. Ball scooped up by the defense.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the...
Hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. One team making their way on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. First out and more. He's still on it. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Wolverines. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll give it to the running back. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So the drive stalls, the punt team on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the Wolverines will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Wants to throw it. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep down the left side. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a solid gain to move with sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Quarterback keeps the football. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Applying for the touchdown on the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to...
Touchdown, Wildcats, as they answer with their first score of this title game. Who says he needed explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the ball is away from his own end zone. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Coming returning to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's the running back in the flat. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will have to settle for 3? And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This looks to be 23 yards at chip shot. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quick spin on the run. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Caught with a receiver. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it's good right down the middle. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. They'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. Wow, Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. He's got it with room to run. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He makes the grab. Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it picks up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Touchdown, Kentucky. And that will give them the lead now.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows them what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
Bringing it out. It's Dole. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. And the defense come up with a stop this time. And looking to throw now on first down. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes a handoff. slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Ford. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. 1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. It's a shotgun run call. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Play action here on 1st down. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. They come up on 1st down, clock running, final minute here of the 3rd quarter.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. The pass rush closing in. He's past the marker, still on his feet.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Heck of a ride to a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have.
Football's loose. Scooped up on the defense. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged. Is that a championship-winning play? A defensive score to take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Could we be looking at the MVP of the national championship game after that play? Big-time stop by this defense, but more importantly, taking matters into their own hands and putting 6 on the board themselves. Interesting now to see how this game will finish.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here?
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The receiver makes the catch. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So incomplete pass on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and inches. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets up 1st and goal, the 8.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this 1st down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a 1st down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Tackled there by the defense.
That's a good positive gain there on 1st and goal, and here we go. The closer you get, the tougher it gets to get the ball into the end zone. And let's face it, this is a critical moment in this game. The 4th quarter of the national championship, and you're trailing. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, here we go, Chris. Late in the game, national championship, and it's 3rd and goal. It's a great opportunity for this offense. You know that defense is expecting pass. Maybe you trick them. Maybe you rely on that offensive line in the back to try to get it in, maybe with a draw play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Finds room at the 30. He can't stop it. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. A massive shift in field position in one play. Inside their own 10, they're now threatening to score. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And he's got it, no problem. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Using his legs here. Breaks free. Picks up the first and is still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. The offense really clicking. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead.